Okay, I just seen Vegas Underground or Gerry and Doctor. I'm sorry, you don't like me calling him that. It's DRBUK, so sorry, BUK. I didn't mean. For old habit, I call him Dr. Buck, and I know he don't like that because he's not, technically a doctor, I guess. So it's really DRBUK. So I apologize for calling you Dr. Buck. But I want to address this video that DRBUK made, and I don't really have a problem with DRBUK doing this because he's always done this kind of thing. I can tell by his demeanor that he likes his Mac more than anything. But now when it comes to Iceberg Creativity and Gerry, his video seemed a little more smug. It seemed like he was praising Windows a lot more than Mac. It seemed like he was giving Windows the nod for being innovative and cool. And he uses a Mac every day. So I just want to touch on this. The first thing people say is Mac losing touch. Are they less innovative? I got these things wrote down. Are they less innovative on Mac computers than iPhone? Are you fucking kidding me? Less innovative on the Mac than the iPhone? What has the iPhone been innovated here lately besides a new software version? Seriously, we can copy and paste? SMS? What seriously great innovation has come out for the iPhone since the iPhone itself? Nothing. It's just a great product with incremental software updates with things added that people wanted. Let's look at the Mac. They got a line of Macs, Mac Mini, 3 or 4 laptops, an iMac, a Mac Pro. They got 4 or 5 lines of machines that they have to update once a year, once every 2 years. This is a lot more time consuming and takes a lot more research and development to upgrade a whole line of computers than it does a single iPhone and an iPod Touch. You see, research and development for these things, I guarantee you can say, well, the research and development for the iPhone is 60%, whereas research and development for the Mac is 40%. That can't be true. They cannot put 60% of their resources on the little iPhone and 40% on the Mac Pro, iMac, Mac Mini, laptops, Apple TV. That's not true. That can't be true. I guarantee you their computers as a whole are getting more focus than the iPhone because they probably got just more people working on it. They probably got an iMac team. They probably got a Mac Pro team. They probably got a laptop team. You know what I mean? They probably got an iPhone team. I've seen the Mac computers. I've seen new. Look at the iMac updates that just come out, people. Up to 8 gigs of RAM. Look at the processor speed. Look at the graphics cards that are now available in this run of iMacs. Look at this run of Mac Pros that just come out not long ago, less than a year. 16 virtual cores of Mayhem, right? Come on, you're telling me the iPhone has been more innovative than the Mac computer market? iMovie 09 come out just last year. They've updated Mobile Me within the last, year or so. Anything that's come out over the last year is new, people. I'm sorry, it's new. It's 2009, and if I went and got me a 2009 car, whether it was made in January or August, it's new, okay, or whatever, however that works. Anything that's a year is new, and if I look back and see all the things that they've improved on their computer line over the past year, from the amounts of RAM and the Mayhem processors, and the updating of the Mac Mini, and the updating of the laptops. They got the internal battery. Now they've got Snow Leopard coming out, which has Grand Central and OpenCL. And I know DRBUK and Iceberg Creativity are not this shallow uptight. I know how smart they are. And for them to act like Snow Leopard is just a service pack is completely just blows my mind. Are people that uneducated about what has went on underneath the hood of Snow Leopard? How much has changed in Snow Leopard? How much this change is going to help propel the Mac forward? You want to talk about lack of innovation? The Windows world is still stuck in 32-bit land. Even Windows 7 coming out, most people are still going to be in 32-bit land. What has Windows done that is so innovative besides take Windows Vista and try to make it work? Windows 7 is no different than Vista than Snow Leopard is from Leopard. People act like Windows 7 is such a big leap from Vista, and it's not. It's almost, it's people saying, oh, it is. Snow Leopard is just as different from Leopard as Vista is from Windows 7. And I don't see how you all can understand this. Just because there's no new GUI fixes on Snow Leopard, people think there's nothing going on. If Snow Leopard would have come out the way it is right now, but had a completely new GUI, people would have been falling head over heels for it. But because it ain't got a new GUI, because they stuck with what works, they just ignore the rest of the operating system. The only part of the operating system that has not been tweaked is the GUI. And some of the GUI has been tweaked. Everything has been pretty much redone within Snow Leopard. And how can you say, with Snow Leopard, with the technology that Snow Leopard has in it, that they're not innovating any? This just tells me that the people saying this have no clue how technically advanced Snow Leopard is and how much changes have went on under the hood. Now the next point. Quality's dropping. Refurbs, updates. The refurb Macs that I've always bought are just as good as the ones I've always bought 5 years ago. There's no refurb quality. I don't know what you're all talking about there. The updates are just as frequent as they used to be. I get updates all the time for OS 10. You know, I did during 10.5, and I'm sure it's going to be the same thing during this. Get them all the time. We was on 10.8 within a year. 10.5.8 within a year. So I don't see where people say the quality is dropping. The quality of my Mac stuff that I buy is just as good a quality as it always was. How can Snow Leopard coming out affect quality? Snow Leopard has done nothing but improve my quality experience on the Mac. Everything's faster, everything's smoother. People's talking about, oh, my hardware applications my software applications are breaking. What? I haven't had one application break on me except iStat menus. Photoshop works. All the Adobe CS4 products work. At least I know they do. They have for me because I've tried them. So I don't see how you can say Snow Leopard is a disappointment when it has done nothing. Snow Leopard has done more for our computing experience than Leopard has. Snow Leopard is more different than Leopard was different than Tiger. Snow Leopard is more different and been more changed than Leopard was from Tiger. But you all don't understand this. You all don't get this because it looks the same to you. But I'm just trying to get you through your thick skull that if Snow Leopard is such a disappointment, stay with Leopard for a while. But I think you'll find that that's a mistake. I think you'll find that there's going to be applications coming out within 6 months to a year that's going to take advantage of Snow Leopard technology, and you're going to be left behind. That's the way Apple works. They move forward. They don't, like Microsoft, they don't linger around in the past waiting for people to catch up. Okay? And for $30, for $30 and the amount of the speed and the amount of improvements that's come along, $30, how can you not upgrade to it? I mean, considering that I'm just as much of a power user of a Mac computer as anybody out there, almost, and I haven't had no problems with my Adobe applications. None. So what's that say about people who do have problems with their Adobe applications? Maybe it's on their end? So, how uneducated can people be by saying Snow Leopard is a disappointment? Because videos like that just spread FUD. When they see videos like this, people think, God, I'm seeing a lot of videos like this. Maybe Snow Leopard's not all that good. Videos like this are just pointless because they are untrue and they spread FUD about people. Saying Snow Leopard a disappointment? How in this world can you say Snow Leopard is a disappointment? Because it don't have a new look, a new GUI, it's a disappointment? The technology packed within Snow Leopard is amazing. And it's better than anything Windows 7 has, it's better than anything Tiger had, and it's better than anything regular Leopard had. Sorry. Okay. And what else is there? They're not, we went over this, they're not focusing completely on the iPhone. That is a ridiculous statement, because I look around and see the hardware improvements and the things Apple's working on, and you say they're focusing on the iPhone? I'm sorry, but I haven't seen anything going on with the iPhone in a while. The App Store is huge, but all I've seen is this iPhone 3.0 update. That's it. There's nothing really going on with the iPhone. They're not concentrating on the iPhone. It's just the public is concentrating on the iPhone, which makes you feel like Apple is concentrating on the iPhone. Apple isn't concentrating any more on the iPhone than it used to. It's just the public is, okay? The iPhone will not replace the Macs. Ever. You'll never convince me that the iPhone will replace the Macs, because they have too many lines of Macs out there. When you think Apple, they are known for their computers, not their iPhone. I'm sorry, it's still not got to the point where you think Apple, oh, they're a phone company. No, Apple is a computer company. When it gets to the point when people hear Apple and they think AT&T, they think Verizon, they think Apple just being another telephone company, that's when you can see the iPhone's taking over. But you know that's not true, and you know that's not ever going to happen.